Roundhay Skatepark project is about more than just a skate park. It's about building community. I'm Matt Evans. I'm one of the founding directors of the Roundhay Skatepark project. I'm a lifelong skater and I've been a resident in Roundhay for over 20 years. The Roundhay Skatepark project is set up as a communities interest company by a group of local residents with the aim of transforming the existing space into a welcoming plaza-style skate park right on the doorstep of Roundhay Park.
So my name is Paul Donnelly. I'm one of the directors, one of the kind of founder members, I suppose. Came to one of the earliest meetings, sort of Facebook post, and really wanted to get involved. Been skateboarding almost all my life since I was about 10 or 11. Still do it now, although it hurts a bit more. I've got 3 daughters who want to skateboard, and the facility at Roundhay is just terrible. So really wanted to get involved.
My name's Stuart McClure. I'm the development manager here at Skatepark. We're a skate park design and construction company. Skatepark got involved in the Roundhay project through talking with the local skaters.
So Roundhay Park is it's a beautiful space, and if you ask anybody what's the worst part of the park, it's the skate park. So we know when we replace it, we have to replace it with something beautiful. And our vision for the park is a plaza type skate park, fairly low level, and a space that looks great and fits in with the surrounding area.
Welcome is a skater-owned, independent skate store based in Leeds, and it's been running for nearly 14 years now.
I'm Hilda. I've been working at Welcome for nearly 2 years now.
Yeah, and I'm Fraser Dowie. Yeah, I'm Hilda's boss. I've been here for 5 years. We don't really have job titles here. There's 10 members of staff and we all have our specialist subjects.
I know now whenever you're going to a skate park in a new place, you usually get welcomed in by the community and like make friends really easily, which is what I really like about it. And I think we do have a very welcoming scene in Leeds.
Leeds as a scene is like so diverse, and we care so much about like the equal opportunities, because this shop 14 years ago was set to like have that as a standard, and thankfully like we've got people like Hilda. There's a reason why these people in the shop, because they're willing to give everyone equal opportunity being part of the store, like you're part of it rather than being a customer. And then that resonates within skate parks. If that happens within the skate shop, it happens in skate parks.
Why is it great to be part of a skateboarding community? It's an easy answer. I think skateboarding particularly, it's all accepting. If you're on the street and you're on a skateboard, you're skateboarders, you're part of a tribe. Skateboarding accepted me as a kid, and it became a big part of my life. It was my family as a kid. It's personal expression and it's cooperative, and it is competitive, but it's competitive on a very different level. If I'm at the skate park and there's a 10-year-old, a 20-year-old and a 50-year-old and I fall off, they'll all come and help me up. And if they fall off, I'll go and help them up. If someone's trying to learn something and trying something, everybody else can feel it. Everyone will encourage them. It's so cooperative, and it's really healthy. It's super good for mental health. There's all these huge studies in America, and they've proved all of these mental health benefits and the physical benefits. So if you're not in a skate park, you're on the street, sometimes you're finding objects, sometimes you're exploring. It taught me everything. It taught me about respect. It taught me where to go, where not to go. I'm very streetwise because of skateboarding. It taught me how to build things. It taught me to source things. It taught me everything. It taught me how to be a man. All my big life lessons are from skateboarding.
Design considerations that make a skate park a good skate park is, first off, appropriate spacing. We would usually have about 5 or 6 meters between elements of flow around it. You always have to consider where you're going to end up if you hit an obstacle. So yeah, flow is a huge part of it. It's very much related and linked to the spacing of obstacles and their position, orientation and size as well. The other thing that is central to any good skate park is the quality of the material. I think another really important consideration is variety and having a whole range of elements to suit different users' needs. Another important feature is kind of a sense of place, having good areas to relax, sit down, paths. You don't want a skate park plonked in a field. No one wants to be riding the same park, no one wants to be cut to approach, so making sure that the skate park stands out and has something that the locals can be proud of, I think, is really, really important.
So we're here at Roundhay Park. Basically all the ramps here are everyone's leftover ramps. Everything's kind of been plonked, and the first thing we're looking at is this monstrosity, I guess we could describe it. I think the main thing we're trying to look at here is that everything's somewhat dangerous. You can tell from just like standing on it, it's warped. There's holes in the bottom of these ramps as well, so the potential for people to like hang up and get injured just through the fact of just rolling on a ramp is very high. This ramp again, you've got more skate light. The slats aren't even lined up properly, or they probably were, but they've just come away over time. I don't know what to really say other than it needs to go. A really important thing when it comes to quarters is coping. And here you've got, that is just a gap. You're just going to hit this. You're going down to this formerly plastic, weird skate-like mix. There's cracks. I mean, if we look at the transition, it doesn't exist. It's barely there. I don't know how you're going to manage to even get to the top of the ramp. It's probably the only piece of like concrete that's in here. It could have been welded. It's terrible. A major issue with this park isn't just like the materials that are getting built. Like it's almost like it's been skate stopped. Like they've skate stopped a skate park through use of poor materials. This is potentially what would be like a driveway or fun box. You've got no run up from one angle, then the other angle lends itself into the holy quarter. Again, this is all rusted. This will probably be hollow. I mean, yeah, the thing is, this is almost the same nonsense really as the other bits of the park. You've got things that are missing from it. What you'll find like through like potential like skateboard planning, there's always this talk that, oh, we need stairs and we need a rail. So they've put some stairs and a rail in, and this is the stairs and a rail, which is potentially the same size as the length of a skateboard, so it's not really necessary. I think the positive thing about concrete is that you can squeegee it, you can clean it, you can brush it, and you can dry it up. Like this is in prime position for like sunlight, but this tarmac just would soak up all the water. I mean, there's a piece of the skate park on the floor, that's good. So throughout the park you've got areas in which the park used to exist. And why would it have been there anyway? Because it would have been plonked here and then that would have run into that. It doesn't make any sense. The potential of use is just, yeah, it's horrible. Maybe I should be more positive, but it's pretty hard.
We decided to consult with the community and get their thoughts on it, which we did several times really. But also on top of that, we really wanted to know what people wanted, what the skateboarders wanted in the area, what the BMXers wanted, what the scooter kids wanted, and what else we could do with it.
What I'd want from Roundhay Skate Park is just a park that feels like it's meant to be there.
A place where new skaters could learn and feel welcome in the skating community, and somewhere where I can go where I don't have to travel ages to actually have a good skate park.
I'd like a park that's accessible to everybody, all levels of skateboarding, that just boosts the skateboarding community in the area, makes it a more positive place to skate.
One of my daughters has cerebral palsy. My brain got to thinking, she wants to skateboard. As a dad, how can I get her on a skateboard? I kind of went away and this idea festered in my mind for a few months, and I came back and broached the rest of the team and said, what do we think about adding extra facility to the park, which has never really been done. People are starting to do things in this area. Why can't we try and do something here in the heart of Roundhay for the Roundhay community? Put our brains together and we came up with an adaptive section where it's going to be a section of the park that everybody can use, but also people with medium to severe disabilities will be able to use and potentially roll down a section of skate park alongside their brother, sister, dad.
I think what makes the design for Roundhay unique is that it is spaced out into different sections. The idea was always that you could have multiple users riding the park at the same time. You have the kind of upper plaza area, got a mini ramp section, and a central street transition hybrid zone inspired by some kind of classical skate obstacles like the Pier 7 ledge in San Francisco, and then also you have kind of strip down the side, and then also the accessible strip on the other side. So it's a mix of simple, well-spaced features, but also intelligent use of space to have multiple people using the area at the same time.
It became apparent that we needed plan permission for the project to go ahead, and a friend of mine introduced me to Tom Cook, who's a planning consultant.
I'm Tom Cook, and I got involved in the skatepark project as a local resident, but also as a resident of Leeds. I think when I first met Matt, he was at a stage where he got some plans together, but he didn't really know what to do with those plans or how to kind of engage with the council, because I think, as you can appreciate, there's a wide variety of departments and bodies that would have an interest in this project. Matt was there with a set of plans and an idea, but ultimately he was trying to looking for help to kind of move that forward to the next step. We've now submitted for planning in terms of our pre-application inquiry, so that's a major milestone in terms of the project, because it's gone from being an idea on a plan to now it's actually been a submitted detail to the council they've got to formally consider. So in terms of challenges, I think credibility is always a big one. I think ultimately with a community group, it's all about appearing credible, having a plan, having an idea, but also how you can follow that through. Local authorities have no money at the moment, so they're currently cutting back in terms of their revenue and their resource, and they can focus on key services. So it's how we then pull together the amount of money that's required to help deliver this project. And that could be through grant funding, Sport England, through heritage or lottery applications and things like that. But ultimately the wider community are going to have to help pull this together. I think they can.
I'm Councillor Mohammed Rafiq. I'm the Council's Cabinet Lead for Climate, Energy, Environment and Green Spaces. We are obviously making the land available for the skate park to happen and make all the connections with the project team. Well, Roundhay Park is one of the biggest destination parks in Europe. It covers more than 700 hectares of parkland, lakes, woodlands and gardens. It's one of the prestigious parks, not just in Leeds, but I'd say in the region as well. I think it's a very huge and ambitious project, but it will actually provide a much needed facility of such type for people of all ages, abilities to come and enjoy, and this will be then maintained and looked after by the council once it's all completed. Funding is our biggest constraint. As you know, it's been well documented nationally how much local authorities are struggling. So for that reason, we are happy to work with our partners in this case to kind of lead on the project, particularly in terms of the fundraising.
The project's probably going to cost between £500,000 and £750,000, which is a lot of money. We're hoping to raise the vast majority of it through contributions from local businesses. We'll set up a crowdfunding page, and then we'll also apply for grants to make up the shortfall. There have been times when I felt like giving up. It's a huge project, it's a huge undertaking. I have a day job, and there are times when I think this is too much. It's too big a project for me to deliver. But then I remember I've got a team around me, and I remember all of the support I've had from the community. And then I just know I have to carry on. So even though we've been working on the project for just over 2 years now, and it's hard work, we've got a lot of people supporting us. Everybody wants this to happen, and it will happen. We will have a world-class skate park right here in Roundhay.